Is back. Oh, a big hit. They go play action here on first down. He gets it into the hands of Larry Fitzgerald. A big gain there on the first play of the game. 55 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that and have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. And they're 6 yards away from picking up the first here on 2nd down. From the shotgun, Peterman. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. From the gun, it's Peterman. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Will Fuller, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Bears take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now a play fake here on first down. Now he'll escape to his left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
Now Garoppolo throwing on second. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Duron Harmon. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. This time, Peterman will throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, third down.
Well, you've got a receiver here who's got one touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there, wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage to make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
They'll bootleg it with Peterman. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20. A gain of 26 on the third down conversion.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drills, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
Third and long. It's Peterman. Going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So as it turns out, that sack does not wind up costing him, at least in terms of getting points. They get 3.
Yeah, once you see your quarterback go down the back. But fortunately for them, their kicker came to the rescue and made sure they got something out of that drive after all.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll make it second down. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Block it in motion right. On play action. Now Garoppolo. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Jurrell Casey in there to sack him. And that is 10 for him now on the year. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. On second down, here's Garoppolo. And a hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Third and long. It's Garoppolo. Being chased out left. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line. Meanwhile, in Los Angeles, an update from there. And the early lead there belonging to the Cardinals. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Now Peterman back into his end zone. Oh, now backing up, and he's out of the end zone. The referee was right there to call it, and that is a safety. Well, I think you can go ahead and give your punter. Pinned him deep, and the defense comes through with 2 points.
You're exactly right, partner. This was all set up by a great punt, and if the ball goes in the end zone, this never happens. So great call. Give the punt team and the punter some love.
Lock it in motion right. They'll start here with a give to Mixon. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Garoppolo to throw on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
Well, he better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Now Mixon. And he will be hit with a lot of force and spun down near the 42. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. On play action, it's Garoppolo. Looking sideline, incomplete. The intended target was Chris Godwin, and it's 3rd and short.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Now the fourth-year man from Texas A&M, Christine Michael. Touchdown, 49ers! Christine Michael, his fourth touchdown on the year. And the 49ers move back within a couple of the lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
And this is now a one-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Onto the field now come the Bears. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
They go play action now. Peterman. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. That's caught inside the 20. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. It's a big-time play there for the Bears. 63 yards. They'll run with Thompson. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right, that pass will go from incomplete to complete.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Peterman to throw. And he drops this off to Thompson, complete. He'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll be fourth down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. And his kick is good. And the lead grows to 4. It's 13-9. So the drive takes him inside the 10, but it ends with just 3.
And a nice job defensively to rise up and make sure they didn't get in.
On the return, the All-Pro 2 years ago, Tyler Lockett. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad.
Is that Woody
he would have
Hayes?
kept it on the ground.
Now they run with Mixon. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's brought down. We'll give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
Well, after those plays, the offense coordinator has to feel like he has balance in his favor. Threw it, then ran it, both for nice chunks of yardage. Now he feels like he's got things going in his direction, but the defensive coordinator, his guys are off balance a little bit. How does he set up, and what does he plan for on the next play? Is there a tendency there he can lock in on and maybe set his defensive call?
And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. They'll run it now out of the gun. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Again, it's Mixon, and he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25.
1:59 to go in the first half. We're back to Soldier Field following this short break.
Here we go.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Snap comes at 1. Garoppolo. To the right side, he's got Cooper. It's complete. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and this is picked up by the Bears. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. The pass receiver turned into a runner, then he turned into a fumbler, and it goes the other way for 6.
I love your description. Although for the offense, they're not too happy about it. But for the defense, what a big-time play for them. Never give up on anything. Sometimes you create your own points.
But the receiver, hard to fault him. He's just going for extra yards.
That's exactly what you're supposed to do, but you have to take care of the football.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This is taken at his 4. And he spins free. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. A second quarter score from Carson. And the early lead there belonging to the Cardinals. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Open receiver, that's David Njoku. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. As the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Garoppolo now, first down throw. Over the middle, he finds Godwin, complete. And he's going to get this one down right to the edge of the red zone of the chalk of the 20. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Garoppolo on first down. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick here is good. So we come upon halftime here at Soldier Field with the Bears out in front. Happy holidays, Larry. Your gift? Take the halftime show off, partner. We've got some football to get to. By the way, they're into the second quarter now out in Carson. And the early lead there belonging to the Cardinals. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Garoppolo looks to throw. Now he's forced out left. Finding room at the 30, and he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
Block it in motion right. Mixon. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Throw with Garoppolo. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Fitzgerald bringing it in over the middle. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. He got 29 yards that time. In the red zone this time. On the ground, it's Thompson. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. 2nd down following the run. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. 2nd down, Peterman. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Olivier Vernon. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. The Bears on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Play action. Now Peterman. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Kobe Fleener with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bears will add on to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of it.
Now a hit and a loose football. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. Down right around the 25. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
All right, here we go. Leopard, over. Here we go now.
Out of the gun, Peterman. Forced out to his left. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. Now Peterman on 1st down. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line.
As much football as we watch, we've seen this work many times. In the red zone, 1st down, take a shot at the end zone, and points result. In this case, though, give credit to the defense. They outguessed them, were prepared, and intercepted the pass.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. Steps away to his left. And he'll go out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
And he motions the wide receiver.
No, check. Patriot.
Now Garoppolo throwing on 2nd. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
Here we go. Watch him now, Barney.
From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. He's got his tight end, Njoku. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down. Here's Garoppolo to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's brought down. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
On 1st down, Garoppolo. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 25. And some room to maneuver. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. You start to feel sorry now for the young man throwing the football. This is really turning into a disaster.
Listen, it's baptism. All right, this is almost a rite of passage. This young in the league, go back and find a Hall of Fame quarterback and check their records for their first 2 years, especially if they started the bulk of the games. I'll bet you'll find double-digit interceptions on just about every one of them. They have to learn as they go along.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
Here we go.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Just a couple there on the second down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation. Not the start to the drive they were hoping for. That run doesn't get them much at all.
No, not at all. And that leaves them with 3rd and long, which means you got to dial up something pretty good. Think your best player with a play that he likes to run best.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Buying time to his left. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is run out on this 3rd quarter of play. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Let's go! Green 39! Green 39! Detroit! Detroit! Kill.
Slot man moves right. Now Garoppolo, got to have this one. Flush to his right. And this is going to be incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. And a great spot to start this drive from here.
All right, here we go. Blue 90! Blue 90! Detroit! Here we go! Detroit!
Now Thompson. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there. And I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory. And as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it, because once everyone's emotions come down, hard to start them up again. So I think you may want to keep them cranking high right here.
And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. The Bears on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Now it's Peterman. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and take look like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Here's Peterman to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, some of those windows to throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
On 2nd down, here's Peterman. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Play clock winding down.
Set! Green 39!
On third down, it's Thompson. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a decent gain on the ground. Call it 6, but it still leaves him with a ways to go on 4th and goal.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And this one is right through. And that'll extend this lead now up to 25. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
That factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Let's go. Blue line it.
Garoppolo to throw on 2nd down. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Cameron Jordan in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long?
No. Check. Patriot. Here we go. Philly. Here we go.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Cooper's got it. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning.
Hurry up. Here we go. 3-19.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to lose yardage here. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. The Niners on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. Play action. Garoppolo. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Set. Blue line it. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's got Lockett. They get 31 yards that time. And the 49ers are going to get a first.
We know it's tough enough to pick up first downs on third down plays, but when you go for it on fourth down, sometimes you're actually just praying, and on that play, the prayer was answered.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. So the incomplete pass brings up second down.
Here we go now.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left.
All right, now, look at 56. Look at 56.
Garoppolo to try again on second down. Flushed out right. To Mixon on the check down. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll bring up a third down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Dancing to his left. To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a first down. It's a gain of 14 there. And it'll be a San Francisco first down. And the seemingly endless drive continues. Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Tyler Lockett, his third touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit. Now for the point after. And that'll cut the lead down now to 18. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at his 4. Bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And we're hitting the end of this one, and it looks to probably be the final play. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for the Bears, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they hit the 10-win mark now at 10-5. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for San Francisco, this was basically just an exhibition game for them as they'd already clinched home field advantage. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Denver Broncos. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Bears get the win at home as we say so long from Soldier Field.
Yeah. Young Gerald. Yeah. 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 Yeah.